Hello, everybody. So I'm being called to do an Intuitive Friday. And why not, right? So the energies are flipping like insanity. Like if you were to watch it with your eyes, you could not keep up. You just could not keep up. So for me, acute joint pain, just stiffness, aching, could not sleep, felt so inflamed and just couldn't get comfortable. It was bizarre. But I still had to get up this morning and I still needed to get some stuff done. And so I asked my guides, I was like, you know, I'm always looking for the distraction so I don't get distracted. Like, okay. That's kind of like the hoodwinked, you know? So, really, technically, that's a 16th century English word for blindfolded. But your slang uses it for in attempts to deceive with false appearances. Again, falls into play, right? So, in other words, you're bamboozled or you're boozled and you're bammed either way. So, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Put yourself through the shredder and the chopper some more? And I mean, if literally we had to walk around with a blindfold on, we would rebel. But yet, people do it with energetic veils, which then brought me to, questioning ourselves on what exactly do I believe in? And how did I come up with this belief system? And is it actually mine? You know? So it really makes us think about, how do I step back and look at things more remotely? So remotely, you're looking at things from a distance. It's like you can work from home and work remote from the main hub of your job. So how do I remotely look from my main frame of my source, from the God antenna? And so I thought about remote sensing. But technically the definition of that is remote sensing is a geological survey. So it's actually satellites that are hovering over an area to sense physical characteristics of reflected or emitting radiation. I thought, that's just bizarre. So then I'm talking to Spirit and I'm like, okay, so I like remote sensing as in remote sensing of the barometer, not only of my home, the home that I'm in at the moment, the home of my demographics, and then remotely going out from there and sensing with my sensories. And so sometimes I have to blindfold myself because it takes a sensory out of it, which allows my nervous system to just calm quicker. And so then how do I do it if I take two sensories out? So sometimes I will do a night goggle blinding like thingy, and then sometimes I'll wear earplugs. And then this is silence. I'm taking three sensories out and I'm just really going into like my own heartbeat. And so then I ask myself, well, am I checking in with my own heartbeat based on what? Am I trying to remove myself from the other heartbeats around me so I can check in, or how am I doing that? Because if I want a remote sensor, I can either check in with the collective heartbeat. I could attune myself and then check in with the collective heartbeat, or I could just attune myself and that's what I check in with. And so I was talking with Spirit, my higher self, my guides, and I kept getting, go with number 3. Go with number 3. Attune your heart. Remote sensory of your heart. So as you feel like you're going through your day and you've got to take your heart and place it over here on the shelf because this, and that need, mental processing. I understand that, but we have to be able to have the coherence. And that's really where the left and right hemisphere of the brain come in, and in the triangle for which we have our heart, which always points here. So if you notice from a lot of geometry, you'll have the two triangles touching each other. But then if you look around, they're all touching each other. But it's this triangle that goes to the heart. So I sat for a moment and I just tuned in to what my heart was saying. And basically what it was saying to me was, observe what's in front of you. Observe the trees and the birds and the leaves falling and some of the leaves growing, and observe some of the flowers sprouting up, and observe the wind creating movement through all of that, and then hearing, feeling, sensing, seeing how I feel in reaction to that. And then how can I get my body to sway with it? And then really keep myself intact with the heart and not worry about the heart next to me or the collective heartbeat. Because as long as I align and I'm working with the grids of Mother Earth and the grids of Father Sky, the grids within myself, I'm anchoring my own heartbeat to join that. And then that automatically, without thought of remote sensing what everyone else is doing, it automatically echoes out. So if we could each maybe hone it in and focus in on, what is my remote heart sensing? Where's that attuned? And step away from all the belief systems and all of this and that's coming up, and what could be and should be and ought to be, and who's got the information, and so on and so forth. And I can't stress that enough. And so that's also what I call stop, drop, sit, connect with the breath, which aligns yourself with self, the God source self of you and of the universe, right? So maybe just try that today and go into your weekend not worrying about what the sun's doing and what the planets are doing and what the multicolored hats are doing and which beings are what, which beings are not. And how about just being the best being that you can possibly be? And put yourself into that sensory. So not only are you remote sensing yourself, you're now placing yourself into your home base, which is your heart center. And just see how that feels with you today. And if you need any coaching, any guidance, anything, my stuff's always in the description. So much love to each and every one of you, because you are love. So be the love that you are, and be all of that you are, and the I am of all of it. All right? Okay, so bye.